Oh, hello there. I didn't see you come in. My name is Sam, and I'm at Ace of Cups with Andy, Marcy, and Azalea. And it's frankly an enormous treat because I think the last show that I played with the band was our album release show here at Ace of Cups in February. And we had like a dozen people in the band, and people playing strings and people playing horns, and more people on stage than you could frankly have in a home right now in good conscience. And it was lovely. And I don't think I could have asked for a better show or a better venue to play for our last show before a pandemic that we didn't know was going to happen. So, that being said, I hope you're cuddled up and cozy on a couch, or maybe on a bed, or in a nice lazy boy chair at home. I hope you have people that you love close to you or close to your heart. I hope you have a warm beverage, or an alcoholic beverage, or a warm alcoholic beverage. And hope that you would like to enjoy some songs. So I'm gonna play some songs as if I was in your living room. The first song is about a friend named Kyle who moved to New York City a little bit before the pandemic and started working as a nurse at an ER in Queens. So he's had a difficult year, and we're very thankful for the work that he does. Kyle Curley, I'm sorry to report, but the book you bought for me last summer didn't stay the course. The introduction's fine, and Hands was worth my time, but after that the other pages broke free from the spine. And when Winesburg, Ohio fell apart in my hands, I took it as a sign that I didn't think you would mind. It's the first book I won't finish in a long, long time. Oh, Kyle Curley, you're moving out of state, and you're living in a city with the same damn name. Think you'll do just fine if you breathe and take your time, and after that you'll find a clinic you can work inside. And when you think of Ohio, make a fist with your hand. I'll take it as a sign that you're on the people's side. You're the first one I'll be missing in a long, long time. Thank you for your work this year, Kyle. Oh, thanks. Oh, wow. Oh, I got applause. I'm so excited. Wow. Very cool. I'm happy applause is allowed right now. So I got a little bit of time this year to reflect on something that happened maybe 3 years ago. And the thing that happened about 3 years ago was my dad got into a bit of a scrape, a car accident that wasn't a crash. There was something in the road. He was helping some people move it out of the road, and then a tree branch fell. It was a tree that was in the road, knocked him to the ground. He got knocked in the head pretty hard. So as I'm trying to write songs, it's a big piece of what was taking up my brain in that time, and it generally takes maybe 2 years for something to come back out of that in some way that makes sense. So it seemed to be on the calendar that this was the time when those songs were going to happen. So I'd like to share some songs about that. Hopefully in the spirit of being thankful for the people that we still have here, and maybe being respectful and paying our respects to people that were taken away from us too soon. Dad is still here, and seems like he's going to stay here. And I'm endlessly thrilled about that. So if you'll forgive the scenes that are in hospitals where visitors are allowed, and we can go on this little journey. I know I never call you on a work day, and I'm gonna call your sisters after this. We're not quite sure what happened. We're calling it an accident for now. There isn't more that we can do. I'll call you back when I got a bit more news. I only drink high fructose on occasion, and I traded all my Tupperware for glass. And that's all helpful stuff. If we live long enough, I guess we'll improvise the rest as it comes up. We don't know how long he's gonna lie there. He's too weak to use the telephone. It's looking pretty dire, could come right down to the wire, and I don't wanna say goodbye alone. So get some sleep, make some coffee, hit the road, and drive up tomorrow morning. I pray to God it's boring, but if not, I'm gonna need to see my son. And I'm crying on the highway, driving northward, praying you'll be there when I pull up. And the campus parking nightmare seems more corrupt than healthcare when I swipe my credit card to see my dad. Hold my breath and echo down the hallway. Right before my fingers meet the door, I hear every song unspooling, rearranging, retuning, just to plainly say the only things we know. We live and we die, and in between we grow. I only drink high fructose on occasion, and I traded all my Tupperware for glass. And that's all helpful stuff. If we live long enough, I guess we'll improvise the rest as it comes up. Thank you, folks. I would like to introduce you to our dog friend, Thrifty. Right behind me. We found him in the corner, and now he is center stage. I appreciate Thrifty's presence here to keep things from getting too difficult. So if you find that ooh, this song is not quite my speed, just take a look at Thrifty. What do you think he's thinking about? What do you think he's thinking about this song? I'll introduce the skull on top of the Christmas tree in a couple songs. Been better, but I'm fine. I'm roughed up, but alright. Not much else to say, I can't remember anyway. Did Susan really stay the night? Lighten up, that's a joke round here. We're all a little slower than we were last year. My head's on straight with a Velcro brace, and my heart is more Midwestern than the look on my face. Oh, I've seen worse things in life, but all that was online. And every time you speak, you just keep saying, I'm sorry. And every time we brush it aside, who cares? All your family's here. Just a dress rehearsal for your hospice years. And now we'll know how to help you go, but no one's going nowhere, so you won't be alone. No, 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 no. Still, every time you speak, you just keep saying, I'm sorry. And every time we brush it aside, 'cause who cares? You're alive, my dear. And we're more like a family than we've been in years. You're worse for wear, so don't take the stairs. 'Cause we're not taking chances, no, we're keeping you here. Tough luck, you're stuck, my dear. Living the remainder of your middle-aged years. Surgeons say it's your lucky day. So half a year rehab and you'll be in the clear. Half a year rehab, you'll be in the clear. Half a year rehab and you'll be in the clear. Oh. Look, Andy says, I think we're all in the clear after last year. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, there's an asterisk at the end.
Look, there's an asterisk at the end of that statement. There's a skull on top of that Christmas tree. Oh, Thrifty the demon dog. Thrifty Emerson, master of the stage. In this instance where my dad ended up in the hospital, right, we were allowed to be in hospitals and visit people in hospitals, and I wasn't quite sure what to do there. We didn't know how long he was going to be there. We didn't know if he was gonna get out in one piece. So I brought my guitar, and I'm happy I did. The room was just full of like annoying beeps that were important, but I didn't know what they meant, right? So I ended up just sort of playing music in the background as he was like coming in and coming out. And every time he woke up, he'd be like, oh, you brought your guitar. Yeah. Like just like over and over again. So he was like always happy that I brought it and always, right, learning that for the first time. So I ended up playing like this over and over again. Play it. Because it went nicely with the hospital beeps. And I was trying, like I found the key of most of the beeps and then was trying to match like tempo. This song is about that moment. When I look at you, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I just take a seat in the corner. When you're coming to, every single time you're just like new. They tell you who you are, what you've been through. I didn't know a day could move this slow. I'm thinking of the time and I didn't know to hold you or let go. I'm thinking of the time. Can they fix you in time? I sit in the corner as the TV shows something you can't see. Eyesight washed out by the morphine. And when you find the strength to wake up to the room, we get hopeful in the ICU that you'll still be you when you come to. when you look away. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I'm picking my guitar. I hope that's okay. And one more bouquet, headed for the spot where Mom crochets. They're coming every day through the doorway. And I didn't know we could move this slow. I'm thinking all the time. And I didn't know to hold you or let go. I'm looking for a sign. Can I make things alright? Can I play something sweet enough to ease the pain? Something light and soft. Can I find a way to rearrange every little beat that comes from these machines into your paternal symphony? With your weary heart on timpani, can I bring the nurses to their knees? Can I put the surgeons all at ease? Can I cure the world of disease? Can I play something to keep you here? Can I play something to end our fear? Can I play something to make it clear? Can I play something to keep you here? Will you still be you if you pull through? Thanks very much. So if Dad is listening somewhere, probably in Dayton, Ohio if he is, this next song is for him for putting up with the other songs. Heart on the run, keeps a hand on the gun, can't trust anyone. And I was so sure what I needed was more, tried to shoot out the sun. Days when we raged, we flew off the page, such damage was done. But I made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed, we ain't leaving this room. Till till someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. Cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. Put your faith to the test when I tore off that dress in Richmond on high. And I sobered up and I swore off that stuff forever this time. And the old lovers sing, I thought it'd be me who helped him get home. But home was a dream, one I'd never seen till you came along. So girl, hang your dress up to dry. We ain't leaving this room. Till Percy Priest breaks open wide and the river runs through. Carries this house on the stones like a piece of driftwood. Cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. By the bed, we ain't leaving this room till someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. Cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. It's a song by Jason Isbell. So if you're really interested in more, thanks. I'm trying to imagine what you're seeing right now if you're watching this show, and it's probably me inside of a YouTube screen. So keep an eye out if on that sidebar it suggests any Jason Isbell videos. They're worth watching, but I'd appreciate it if you waited till the end of the set. Or one way that you would be allowed to leave this live stream is if you donated to Ace of Cups, because we know that at this point in the set you'd probably be like, all right, I'm digging it, it's great. I think I don't need my close spot anymore. It's great, it's not amazing. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab myself a beer and I'm gonna spend, I'm gonna spend $5, I'm gonna get a nice beer, and I'm probably gonna tip $2 because I'm great. So, I mean, I don't know if you hit that Venmo or Cash App and just like kicked $7 in. And then maybe just, because of course Venmo or Cash App is probably going to take some cut. I don't know. I don't know the details, but you might as well throw another $1 on top of it. So then you got $8, and everybody just kicked in $8, right? I think that's how it works. Yeah.
And at that point, you might as well make it 10.
At that point, you might as well make it 10, exactly. So, yeah. And if you're watching and you really, you're just like, I don't think I can get by without donating. Just take a long, hard look at Thrifty. And his demon eyes. And know that, we probably won't figure it out. We probably won't figure out that you didn't donate, but Thrifty knows. What I'm gonna play here is a song about one of my favorite things to do in the pandemic, which is dancing in a kitchen. And I guess, people watching at home, you have the freedom to go to your kitchen and watch this maybe, so consider it. I wasn't bored, I was waiting for ovens to cool for the fading. Then they said, then what's with the phone? You didn't come to be alone. I'm here to be beside you if you've forgotten to toast relations all misbegotten in wrinkle-free cotton. So come on, we'll talk in these circles till dawn, some passionless cadenza. So long, great while it lasted and fun. So one more time with feeling. And this time I'll be leading in 3/4 time with a hum. I wasn't cold, I was frightened, and just self-prescribed some excitement. And then we got all hot glued in place, quick bonding unsafe. And you chopped up onions till you got teary. And we told old stories till I said, really? Is that how you're feeling? Well, alright. Communication satellites keep nipping at your wristwatch. Okay, in that case I'll be on my way. But thank you for the dinner. Scheduling a sitter and learning to love Thunder Road. Kathy Davis needs a new printer, a color ink jet the scanner to christen her manor. And Kathy Davis don't need no lover who's kind, plain spoken, just like the others. If she had her Midwestern druthers, each night she'd pour out a half glass of wine for dancing in the kitchen. And she glides wool socks on the laminate tile. She's dancing in the kitchen. An unmatched exhibition, pure art without ambition. Just dancing in the kitchen, just waiting for food to arrive. In January and February, Jack Doran, Daniel Seibert, and I spent about 3 weeks in a Volkswagen Passat with all of our possessions and instruments and played a bunch of shows in Germany and in Austria. And we stayed in people's homes every night, and they made us home-cooked meals every night, and we went to different venues full of people every night. Not every night. Some venues were not full of many people some nights, but we went to enough venues that were full of people that we could break even and come home, and it was a real dream. And we did that for 3 weeks. We came back here. We played a release show right here with all of our friends, and then a month later, everything shut down. So all of that is to say, I spent probably a month of nonstop time with Jack and Dan before not seeing them most of this year. So the last time that Jack, Dan, and I played together was on this stage in February. And I look forward to the time when we can practice and play shows again. But Jack or Dan, if you're listening, I miss you, and you already know that, but I miss you. Am I the Midwest, the one we read about, the one they send the reporters to cross the state borders just to figure the people out? Am I the Midwest, the one we sing about, all pockmarked with Dairy Queens and state football dreams and university towns? Am I the Midwest, the one we blame, the one we castigate, the one we shame, the one that shows up on time at 8, the one we love, the one we hate? Am I the Midwest, the one they photograph after Delphi leaves and the workers grieve and become another think piece? Am I the Midwest, the one they interview on the radio stations in the European nations where Americana still feels new? Am I the Midwest, the one to blame,
one that speaks up 2 years too late, the one that shows up on election day, the one that votes, the one that hates. Am I the Midwest, the plain-spoken growl between the coasts? Am I the Midwest, home of miniature golf and self-conscious boasts? Am I the Midwest, home of Jersey cows and stallion shoes? Am I the Midwest, the one in the news? I think the skull's name is Howard. Yeah, Howie, to friends. To friends of death, he's Howie. To those afraid of him, he's Howard. Good night and good luck from old Ohio. I hope all the weather's better down south, 'cause it's hot then it's cold, it's stifling and frozen old Ohio. And I never seem to wear the right kind of clothes, so I suppose if you were here, I'd offer you my coat. 'Cause jacket or sweater, no matter the weather, it's comforting to most, and just a little way to get you. This song is dedicated to Rowan at home. To look up and look out from old Ohio. Throw you far, 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 far from the state you're in. Though the caustic and bold, they'll throw out your soul if we've got 'em. They'll hide in your bed sheets, they'll wait to catch you alone. But I'm coming home, and if you were here, I'd offer you my coat. 'Cause jacket or sweater, no matter the weather, is comforting to most. What ails you inside is pathologized in my digital copy of the DSM-5. It's amazing, baby, you're still alive, but you gotten much too good at saying your goodbye. If you were here, I'd offer you my coat. 'Cause jacket or sweater, won't make it better, just the tip of the cap, I suppose, to the tides that keep on tugging you back, forth, to and fro. Hooray! Hooray!
Howie!
Not today, Howie. I'm gonna play one more song. It's about a lady on an airplane. This is the last song that we played at the album release show here, quite nearly a year ago. And it was, I think, one of the cooler moments that I've ever had on a stage, because we had friends in to play a 4-part string section. We had friends in playing horn. It was just a big friend fest, and we all sang along at the end, and it felt bigger than it's ever felt. And that was all just a total joy. So I'm going to remember that total joy as I sing this song alone right now. If you want to see what that total joy looked like, there's a recording of that. So if you go to helloemerson.com, you can find that pretty easily. Also, if you go to helloemerson.com, you can find all of the records that we didn't sell, because when you put out a new record right before a pandemic, it's kind of hard to sell them. So anybody who makes an order of anything on the website tonight will get a bunch of free stickers and a free journal. So helloemerson.com, check it out. We got some pandemic overflow in the record department. Thank you, Andy, and thank you, Marcy, for creating and preserving such a lovely space for music and providing a lovely treat for me tonight. This is the last song. Be careful on your drives home. I hope you're already in your pajamas. Last call is whenever you want it to be. If that's the morning, more power to you. My name is Sam. I'm from the band Hello Emerson, and it's just been a treat. This is Howie, the manifestation of death, and this is Thrifty, a dog that really wants you to donate to Ace of Cups. So hit that Cash App and hit that Venmo. She never left the state, but she's flying to Oregon, rekindled her Arkansas high school boyfriend. It's been 15 years since they've even held hands, and she's telling this all to her seatmates. She's nervous on planes, and maybe in general, and she's chomping on chewing gum. Got thoughts on millennials, sons 16 and 20. She left them at home, and she's sitting in seat 16B. The fasten seatbelt signal is bright, and some people are traveling all day and night, and we land at 3. Hopefully there's a first time for everything. My ex-husband's fine. He's a natural father. He works in IT, and he's got a stepdaughter. I think I could be at least one half as happy. Does my makeup still look okay? She undoes her seatbelt and she walks to the bathroom. We look at each other and breathe in her purse.
perfume and think, and we think, and we think. The fasten seatbelt signal is bright, and some people act busy, even up in the sky. Look at me, I believe there's a first time for everything. Side as she gets up to leave, and we tell her good luck, but it's not guaranteed. And we look at each other and we want to believe. The fasten seatbelt signal is bright, and some act earnest, but might not be right. And then she leaves, hopefully there's a first time for everything. 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 There's a first time. There's a first time for everything. There's a first time for everything. There's a first time for everything. There's a first. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Howie. Thank you, Thrifty. Thank you, Azalea. Drive safe. Hit that Venmo, hit that.